kick might open up the ground. They've still got it here, South Australia, though. On hands and knees. And he's got him running past his Tahana. Tahana spots Neal-Bullen.
Really good.
Line. Miller worked out of it. Matheson again couldn't take possession. Neal-Bullen. Miller over the top. Matheson wanted a free kick. Neal-Bullen wins the clearance for South Australia. Playing in. Needs some help here from Evans, but he's given back to Neal-Bullen. So South Australia go forward again. Maybe they can get one late, but doesn't look like it because SA have got the ball. Rose gave it over to Neal-Bullen. He spirals it up forward. Goddard's kick is wide to Dunkley, and they've got a loose man on the wing, but unfortunately Dunkley's kick smothered by Neal-Bullen. It's work happening. That's a very shallow throw in. Here's Neal-Bullen. Went
Premiership.
Yes.
Brownie.
Gregson with quick hands gave it over to Neal-Bullen. Open forward line here. Here's
The way they've been playing.
margin.
What normally happens is they
37, and Neal-Bullen's going to do something about that pretty quickly out of the middle, and the vice versa for the South Australians. They came out ready to go. They've got a loose man here on the wing. It's been pretty good, Neal-Bullen. Looks like a classy player.
And our little mate Daniel, of course, Caleb Daniel, the 8 tackles.
8 tackles.
Yes, of course.
He hasn't worried about how small he is.
And the throw.
Some age players in the game, a member of the AFL's National Academy at level 1, the most valuable for.
But a terrific grab.
What's this on the turnover?
Yeah, they did run it out pretty quickly against their country, didn't they? They just found the outlet pass very quickly, and they're trying to transition here.
Look at this, they've fallen asleep again here on their zone.
Neal-Bullen's out on his own, and he's going to give it over the top. Next man in line will be either Rose or Daniel. Strong work by De Goey. Neal-Bullen gets through onto the defensive work inside the forward 50. Neal-Bullen gets it from Daniel. Not a lot to kick to here. Johansson tried to use his body. Not much off. With the spoil over the top. Neal-Bullen looks up and he sees it's touched off the boot, is it? No, it's big.
You've fallen off this.
He does well, Graham, right? Because he works at both Collingwood and Hawthorn. He does 2 jobs at once. But anyway, the kick away, and we're underway from Albert. Who'll start the best here? That's what we need to do. Who's going to make the most of opportunities, and who's going to be clean and not panic? It's South Australia going forward. Hone trying to
as well. West Australia got over the line in the finish. Vic Country finished this series off pretty poorly, really, considering
they had that game won last night.
Well, they were shot to pieces last night, so I'll be disappointed with that.
Do you start to look at free agency in the coming years to try top off the list in many respects?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll be aggressive in all formats. We'll continue to work the draft, and also we'll be aggressive in free agency.
Thanks for joining us, Jace.
Thanks very much.
Kick out of nowhere. That was from Neal-Bullen, but it's just to behind. So one straight kick now. David Flood talked about South
Beat today, and yes, he's had 90 disposals. Very impressive doing well.
Gregson gets it to Neal-Bullen. Out in front of Johansson. McLaren, but not far enough. Now, players in the middle if Neal-Bullen looked up, but he goes down the line.
At the moment, they've just got to think about winning the game.
That's
I mean, the other stuff is really irrelevant in the end if you're good enough to get the balls in the right spot, but he actually fell over as he was leading.
Tahana.
It was a bad kick to him.
Yeah, Neal-Bullen's kicks out in the full, feeling the pressure.
You look for a midfielder.
Neal-Bullen works pretty well.
You went Vic Metro. Just thought they were sharp on Friday, and their little fellas have done the damage again around the packs for mine.
There's
31 points in the end, but probably flattered us a little bit. Western Australia come pretty